Okay, let's just dive right into this. Welcome to our explainer on the Millionaire Canadian. Today, we're breaking down a completely fascinating and honestly kind of life-changing reality. Building genuine, lasting wealth in Canada, it actually has very little to do with the size of your salary. Crazy, right? We're going to completely rethink what it means to be wealthy, and we're going to do it by looking at the actual data and the everyday habits that truly move the needle.
So, to kick things off, picture this. You've got two Canadians standing side by side at the exact same starting line of their careers. On one hand, there's a teacher earning a super steady 65 grand a year. On the other hand, a software engineer pulling in over 120,000 annually. Fast forward 30 years. The teacher retires, totally comfortable with over $1 million in the bank. But the software engineer, despite that massive six-figure income, they're still stressed out and losing sleep over money. Now, I know that sounds practically impossible, right? But the thing is, thousands of everyday Canadians are living this exact reality right this second.
So, the obvious question staring us right in the face here is how on earth did the average earning teacher retire a millionaire while the high earner totally struggled? Well, it all comes down to one core financial habit. It's a habit almost nobody talks about, but it is literally the ultimate dividing line. It's the one thing that separates ordinary, quiet millionaires from folks who spend their entire adult lives stuck on the hamster wheel, just endlessly chasing that next paycheck. To really wrap our heads around this, we first need to tackle part one, the six-figure illusion. You see, arguably, the biggest lie we believe is that hitting some magical six-figure salary means you're automatically going to be financially set. But as our software engineer perfectly illustrates, the real culprit keeping people broke is lifestyle inflation. It's this natural, almost totally unconscious urge to bump up your spending so it perfectly matches your rising income. Think about it. When the engineer got a raise, they didn't stash that extra cash away. Nope. They upgraded their car, moved into a flashier apartment, started booking pricier vacations. They continuously, month after month, upgraded their everyday life to absorb that bigger paycheck. And because of that, they had practically nothing left over to actually build any real long-term wealth.
But here is where the whole story takes a bit of a wild turn. As completely draining as lifestyle inflation is, it actually isn't even the biggest reason people stay broke. Actually, scratch that. It's not even close. The next mistake we're going to look at costs people far, far more than just splurging on a luxury car or a fancy dinner out. Which brings us to part two, the silent wealth killer.
This is the second major suspect in our little financial mystery, and it has everything to do with what most of us consider to be completely 100% safe. When you leave your money sitting entirely untouched in a standard bank account, it feels incredibly secure, doesn't it? But think about what happens to your actual purchasing power over time because of inflation. By year one, okay, it's taken a tiny, maybe unnoticeable hit. But by year five, a very visible chunk of your money's actual real-world value has simply vanished. And by year 10, inflation has silently eaten away a massive, massive portion of your hard-earned wealth. Your bank statement might still proudly say $10,000, sure, but what that exact same money can actually buy at the grocery store, it's drastically shrunk.
And you know what? Here's the crazy reality that just absolutely blows my mind. Even people who completely understand inflation, folks who know for a fact their money is actively losing value sitting in cash, they still fail to build wealth. Why? Because simply knowing a problem exists is miles away from actually doing something about it. Which naturally leads us into part three, the real wealth builder. All right, so here is the teacher's true secret weapon. And spoiler alert, it is definitely not some super complex, high-risk crypto or day trading strategy that requires staring at monitors all day long. The real difference between wealthy and average earners boils down to three exact, boringly simple steps. First, they opened a tax-free savings account, a TFSA or an RRSP. Second, instead of trying to pick winning stocks and timing the market, they just chose incredibly simple, low-cost index funds, basically buying a tiny slice of the entire stock market all at once. And third, and honestly this is absolutely crucial, they automated their contributions. They never even had to think about it. They just quietly built an absolute fortune in the background of their daily lives, letting the system do all the heavy lifting for them.
Now, let's shift gears a bit and look at part four, the cost of waiting.
You know, most people don't actually lose out on wealth because they make some terrible, catastrophic investment. They lose out simply because they procrastinate. They just sit around waiting for the perfect time to start. But listen to this. The financial penalty for waiting just one single decade, starting at age 35 instead of 25, is honestly staggering.
The person who delays until 35 literally has to work twice as hard and save a significantly larger chunk of their paycheck just to catch up to the person who simply crossed the starting line 10 years earlier.
And that perfectly illustrates the most magical concept in all of finance: compounding. Compounding is simply the process where your money's earnings start generating even more earnings of their own over time. It's exactly like a tiny snowball rolling down a giant hill, constantly gathering size and speed until it's massive. Compounding proves, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that time matters infinitely more than picking the perfect, flashy investment. Just getting in the game early is your ultimate, unbeatable advantage. So, we've covered a lot already. We've talked about lifestyle inflation, the silent killer that is regular inflation, automatic investing, and the absolute magic of compounding. But there's still one final mistake almost everyone makes. And the truly amazing thing here, fixing this final piece of the entire puzzle takes less than 10 minutes.
That brings us to our final core concept in part 5, giving every dollar a job.
Building a genuinely wealthy mindset doesn't just happen by accident. It's not about good luck. It means taking absolute, total control of the exact second you get paid. You have to assign a strict, designated purpose to every single dollar before it ever even has the chance to slip through your fingers. The moment our millionaire teacher's paycheck hit their account, it was automatically sliced up like a pie. One slice goes directly into an emergency fund. Bam. Another slice goes straight into investing. And the final slice is what's left over for monthly spending. The money is purposefully sorted out before they ever even glance at their checking account balance.
To wrap up this incredibly powerful system, yes, you need an emergency fund, a dedicated portion for investing, and a set bucket for your monthly spending. But the absolute key here, the magic glue holding the whole shebang together, is automatic transfers. It is just simple, frictionless budgeting. Ordinary people build extraordinary wealth simply by making a handful of these smart, automated decisions once and then repeating them over and over again. You literally set it up once and you let it run.
Because at the end of the day, the truth is that becoming a millionaire isn't just reserved for doctors or CEOs or lucky lottery winners. It really truly isn't about making the absolute most money. It's simply about giving your money a purpose before someone else takes it. The wealthy aren't always the ones bringing home the highest salaries. They're usually just the ones managing whatever income they do have the smartest. Which leaves us with one final incredibly important question you need to ask yourself right now. What is your money doing today? Like right this second. Is it just sitting idle in a checking account, slowly bleeding its value out to inflation? Or is it out there, actively working for you in the background? Take 10 minutes today, set up your own automated system, and give your dollars a job. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I really hope this sparks a brand new approach to how you view your own wealth.